Ready, Juka?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, of course, we're going to have the arenas. There are several different maps. We got the Party Chaser. Looks like the retro kind of Mirage Town. We have the Phase Runner. It's kind of World's Edge-ish with the it's a Olympus style with a phase thing you can run through. We've got these 3 other maps. We have one at Artillery, one at what is this, Gardens, and then one at the Lava. In World's Edge, very cool. Thermal Station, that's what it's called. Cool. We have Valkyrie. We know all about Valkyrie by this point. We know all about the bocek bow at this point. If you don't, we've got some posts on YouTube on this. Starter kit. You now start with you start with loot now. When you jump out of the ship, you have a white helmet, white jacket, a white shield, and 2 of each heal. 2 of each of the small heals. Very cool. I like that a lot.
That's huge.
I like that a lot. It makes the makes a little less RNG at the beginning, you know. And it takes the biggest thing about this, honestly, is it takes all this crap out of the loot pool. So there's no longer all this crap on the ground. So it frees up space for better loot. And if you recall, there was a mode where it was like only high tier loot a couple modes ago, and it was so fun. So this is fantastic. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Emotes, now there's like player emotes, so people can kind of troll each other. They can do little things just like this. So like if you kill somebody, you could like sit next to them and do that.
Yo, the Watson one though makes me...
she's got a skull. Oh, she's playing golf with it. Bro, that's sick. So if you're just sitting, just waiting for people, you could just be doing this. It's kind of cool.
That is actually really cool. I like them. I love the Watson one.
Let's see Fuse. Oh, he's like just like make some noise. What's Bloodhound do? Got a bird. Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Hey, Boo.
Oh my
Thank you
god.
so much
He on
for
X
the
Games
20.
22 gifties.
That's my favorite number. Thank you so much.
Maybe you pulling out all the stops right now.
Thank you.
There's an anti-peek thing. That's fine. So you can't look around corners when you're doing the
emotes, because you are in third person, so you would be able to see where people are hiding by the third person. Guys,
couple new skins.
Andrew and I looked at the Battle Pass skins. I'm just going to go out and say I'm very into the cosmetics in the games. I think the skins are very important. These are terrible.
Dude, they got a lot on their plate.
These are terrible.
I would much prefer content the way it is right now with
I am too. There's so much content coming out,
I do
but
not
like
care about skins,
but
man.
these skins,
it's fine. It's
like,
fine.
No, but wait.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Wraith's teeth are like black. Her face is so red, and Rampart's makeup looks awful, but Rampart has a ton of really good skins. I will say she already has a bunch of good ones.
All right, here we go.
No skins would have been better.
Juka, we got this. We got this. Low profile is gone. It no longer exists. So the characters that were low profile were Wraith, Lifeline, and Watson. It is removed from those 3. It used to make these characters take 5% more damage, so now that is gone. That is interesting. That is interesting. So that is an indirect nerf to Gibraltar, Caustic, and the other characters. Because these hitboxes are tiny. So.
And Lifeline, as you know, did get a big rework.
Let's see.
This is actually a pretty cool rework, though.
Tell me about it, Juka.
So her combat revive is no longer deploying a shield. She still can do the quick revive and be off shooting. There's just not a shield in front of it. She can also revive 2 players at the same time and can cancel active revives in progress to allow your teammate to defend themselves with their knockdown shield. Because you know that once your lifeline is reviving you, if someone, even with the shield, if someone walked around the side to shoot you, you're just stuck there where you might have been better off holding your purple massive knockdown shield up that has 750 damage that you can tank with it. So I like that a lot. And sometimes you still are at the mercy of your lifeline, so the lifeline has to cancel it. But hopefully, I mean that's good. That's good that they can do that. The DOC heal drone, the rate was increased from 5 health per second to 8 health per second. So that's a nice increase. Deployment time before healing begins is reduced by roughly 33%.
So what that means is she tosses out the healing drone. It used to take a while. Like it would a whole animation. So they're making that animation a little faster with 33%.
Yep. And then her care package is going to go from a reduced cooldown from 6 minutes down to 5 minutes, and now guarantees an upgrade if possible in 3 categories, either a body shield or other equipment like a helmet, backpack, or knockdown shield, or a weapon attachment based on your team's current gear when the package arrives.
Based on your team's current gear, that's what I said it should do.
Right, so you're going to get something of value. I think this makes Lifeline even more of a support character than before. This is great. I'm fine with this. I'm completely fine with all of this.
But did they need to remove the res shield? I think that's still... I don't think that... These two, to me, aren't big enough buffs.
I'm fine with it.
To remove the freaking shield.
I think Lifeline at lower level lobbies was an absolute nightmare to deal with. And Lifelines would get target. I think I'm gonna target Lifelines less now. When I see there's a Lifeline on a team, I absolutely want to kill the Lifeline first because of her shield. So maybe this will make us all take a little bit less of our frustration out on Lifelines.
Stem, reduce the cooldown between stems from 4 seconds to 1 second. So you can stem like crazy fast, but it's 20 HP instead of 12. So they basically doubled it. So yeah, that's good. That's a big deal.
So now Octanes won't stem just to steal loot from you. Now they're going to stem really just to run away. Again, stimming is their tactical. Tactical should not be used nonstop all the time, which is how all Lifelines used it. So
Octanes.
Yeah, how Octanes use it. I'm fine with it. That's it should cost 20. You should stim, use your tactical as a, as an ability every once in a while, not nonstop just to loot, just to grab this, just to do that.
Increase bullet spread while in the air once you do the low trajectory launch pads.
So
that's when you slide into it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't really shoot that much when I was in the air on it anyway, so.
Low bub. Her bracelet, you can now run and slide at full speed while aiming the bracelet and while the bracelet is in the air. Ooh. Love that.
You used to be really slowed down after she tossed her bracelet.
So you can you're hauling ass and you just yeet the bracelet and you're still doing your thing.
And you were slowed down afterwards. So there would be like a big beam on the Loba. So I could completely one clip a Loba before she was even out of the slowness after her translocating. So we didn't get to play test her much in the early release, but I'll be anxious to see how good it is afterwards. So
Loba will no longer be slowed after the bracelet lands, too.
And they said they fixed a lot of the bugs that caused the bracelet toss to do the no.
Oh, dude, they didn't need to do this. Black Market Boutique increased to her ults.
It's fine, Andrew. It's fine.
But they just said she finally got, this is what she's always needed. That didn't need, dude.
It's fine,
She wouldn't have been Come on.
Most Lobas have their black market probably just sitting ready to go because it's ready all the time. That's really not that.
All right, gravity lift for Horizon.
Now, if we're gonna talk about what's really bad,
talk to me.
My poor girl.
Reduced her lift speed, so when you're getting elevated by the thing,
Horizon.
It's 30% slower now. So you don't just yeet up in the sky.
This is sad.
Reduce the side-to-side acceleration, so you can't go crazy.
You can't strafe on your way up crazy.
I think you can, and it's
just going to be slower.
It's not like you're not
limited time. You can sit at the top of the gravity lift for 2 seconds. That's a big difference because you could sit at the lift the entire time.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
2 seconds is nothing. 2 seconds is enough to get a couple of shots off.
Increase the cooldown.
So the reason why they did this is because Horizons were able to get height is like a mini sniper tower in every single fight.
And basically sit up there with the Spitfire. Everyone's shooting at them because
This is Horizon's third nerf, though, you guys, I think. Isn't it? Her third?
Everyone's shooting at her, and she's doing this, and you literally can't shoot her. Horizon's abilities will now get zapped by Watson's pylons.
That's fine. They should anyway. That's a buff to Watson.
Fuse. Fuse now has 2 stacks of Knuckle Cluster. Reduced cooldown from 25 to 20. So he has 2. He can shoot double Knuckle Clusters.
That's kind of annoying because they do 50 damage.
Dude, that's kind of funny.
That's kind of annoying. They bust doors down and they do damage. So we might be seeing more fuses. That's a pretty decent buff to fuse.
That's interesting.
Because his Knuckle Cluster is pretty annoying.
You know how Bangalore has 2 smokes? Bam, bam.
It's 2 Knuckle Clusters.
But
the smokes only do 10 damage. I know they block visually, but the Knuckle Clusters do, I think it's 50.
Let's go. Bro, they could have done a little more for Bangalore.
They thickened her smoke, which is it back to what it was before?
Probably just back to what it was before.
Okay.
So she's still mid tier.
It's back to the original visuals.
They never want to touch her, man.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yep. I will post this link in chat so you guys can see this too. We're going to also clip this video right now that we're taking. We'll put this video on YouTube.
I'm surprised Bloodhound didn't get more of a nerf. Only thing Bloodhound got is he no longer gets assists in ranked for Eye of the Allfather when he scans.
I'm so sad about this, guys. I played Bloodhound in ranked. I am so sad. That's how I was able to like hang and rank up. So
But Crypto still gets scans.
Crypto still gets it, but his drone has to be so close for it to pick people up. So it just was for Crypto to get a scan. It was just it was way harder.
Crypto's drone can now scan and open care packages.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Can no longer use his drone to hijack a respawn beacon that is already in use.
I've had that done before. When I'm sitting on one and they just yoink it. That was
that too.
Devastating.
It was like 0.1 left on it and someone stole it from me.
Devastating. I've had that done.
Marksman weapon category. We kind of know about this. It's got the bow and the triple take 30-30 and the G7. Okay, that's fine. Supply drop rotation. PK out. Triple take in. So PK is on the ground now. Triple take's in the package now.
Yep. This we all know.
Crate weapon drop rates.
Fully kitted weapons. We're gonna have the bocek bow, wingman R9.
The crate will spawn less often in early game and more often in game. The triple take will be most common early game.
And as you guys know, we already talked about the hop ups, the shatter caps, and the dead eyes. Once we get to spend a little more time playing them, we'll probably maybe do another video on those.
You see the new gold guns.
Yeah.
The new gold guns.
You're like 10 seconds behind me. I just did all that.
Okay, I can't really hear when you talk anymore.
Yep.
Hop ups, shatter caps. Yeah. So these are the two new hop ups. You can toggle between standard mode and shatter mode. Shatter mode rounds split into a blast pattern on firing. This hop up will be equipable in the 30-30 and the bocek.
Just Super Sane, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you for sending your peeps here, guys. Make sure you go drop him a follow.
Deadeye's tempo firing at the perfect moment increases fire rate. This can currently be attached to Sentinel and bocek. So we're gonna have to test that. I don't know exactly what that means. Firing at the perfect rate. So I guess there's a tempo or something you can fire. I'm sure a light blinks or something.
Yeah.
To make room, the hammer points and skull piercer hop-ups are being vaulted. So there's no more skull piercer for the wingman. Assault rifles reduce the headshot multiplier for all assault rifles. Okay, that's fair. Assault rifles are pretty OP right now. This was already the case for the Hemlock, so
you know they got rid of skull piercer, but they did make some increases to wingman and longbows as a result. So headshot multiplier goes up from 2.0. From 2.0 to 2.15.
Peacekeeper, like all Peacekeepers come with the choke. I was a fan of the choke. A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, you can toggle it off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it used to not come with one. Mm-hmm. So that's good. That's good. They reduced the damage by 10%.
Hammers are gone. Hammer points are gone.
The reload time is increased by
magazine capacity in 15%. The Mozambique though.
The reload times. All right, the reload times and the rechamber times are all increased. So every time you shoot a bullet and every time you reload it. Pellet spread increased in general, and spread when charge is increased. Okay. So it does. It's not as it can't shoot. It used to be you used to be able to snipe with the Peacekeeper with the choke.
Guys, can I tell you one of these updates that I'm really happy for? Scroll down a little bit, Andrew.
Yeah.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
Spitfire reduced recoil controllability early in the pattern.
Where are you?
Spitfire, a Havoc, triple take. Peacekeeper.
Oh, you're way... Okay, hurry up. Scroll down.
All right, triple take, crate weapon, that's fine. Havoc, increased recoil controllability. So you might see more Havocs now.
Havoc, they had a tough time keeping the Havoc.
Taxi
Remember
like
a couple seasons ago, the Havoc was extremely overpowered.
Spitfire got a nerf. It's going to be more of a less aim now with it. 33 the repeater, increased leg damage. Okay. Move speed while aiming down sights has been increased. That's cool. Okay, so marksman weapons will have faster
faster than a sniper, but slower than AR still, I think.
Okay. G7 move speed while aiming down sights is increased. Increased hipfire spread. Reduced accuracy to be more...
Yeah, that's annoying, because I was able to... I remember I told you the G7 hipfire is actually pretty good. I've always said the G7 hipfire is really good. If you're in a pinch, because the ADS with it, the iron sights are bad, but if you pick up a G7 on the drop... It hip fires really, really well.
Longbow gets a
I'm
buff,
sad about
a
that.
small headshot buff. Wingman increased headshot multiplier. Okay, because they got rid of the skull piercer. Yeah, that makes sense. They
Mozambique, we already
that's
went
not
over
really a
these.
buff. Mozambique increased damage, increased capacity, but it no longer has the hammer points. P20. Okay.
Arc stars. This is what I was waiting for you to get to. Aim and movement slowdown is removed from the initial stick. Arc stars have been too strong. This is huge. I'm so happy. Now you're gonna still get the slowdown once it cracks probably, but
You know what?
this is huge.
This was the biggest pain in the ass in pred lobbies.
Yes, because
In pred
everyone's
lobbies?
so good at sticking you with arcs.
And whenever we would fight like a pro team in pred lobbies, they would initially throw like 6 arc stars each and just hope that one of them stuck. Like that's how every pred fight starts, and it's so annoying because we don't really carry that many arc stars, so we'd always be like they just roll up and freaking arc star you to death. That is toxic.
I'm so glad that was needed. Arc stars were way too strong. Badges, they're just gonna show you in order of like what's you have.
When looting death boxes,
accomplished
players
and
can now
haven't.
see health bars for everyone on the team. Okay, it just brings them up here instead of because okay.
And let's be honest, Andrew's not gonna pay attention to that.
Challenges
But
can be
can we
favorited.
take Andrew? Are you just gonna brush over that? Because when you take all the heals off of a box, when you see that I have no health on my body, like that might be a good thing for us. Maybe you pay attention to that and see, hey, Juka's got no shield and about 70% health. Maybe I won't loot this entire body full of all the heals. As I hear a third party coming and as I'm stimming up to run away and I'm going to throw my jump pad only somewhere where I can touch it. Maybe.
We'll have to talk about that off stream.
Okay.
Okay, and then just some other like quality of life stuff. Light path adjustments. They removed a couple of jump towers from the game to try to make
It's
Valkyrie
asking
more
a lot.
viable. Holy.
Yeah, these were I just feel like the devs added this in the notes. They're like, look at all the work we're doing. Scribble graph.
Look, this thing took us 6 years.
We didn't need to see this, but
Steve
okay,
has been drawing
thanks.
green lines for the past 17 months.
They started drawing these lines at the beginning of season 7.
And these are all very calculated.
Okay. That's cool.
Dude, you know what? All they did, they had one of those like those
the
thumb
weighted
things.
thingies, yeah.
Yeah, and like that people make art with. Good job, Apex. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Ring updates. Yeah. I think that's all the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Pendulum. Sweet. Well, that'll be awesome. I like what I'm seeing. Arenas will be really good. Good times in the arena.
Pendulum. Juka with the poke damage. I'm excited for all these updates. I really am. There's some neat updates. The emotes are going to be really fun. Andrew's going to get so mad at me because I'm going to be stuck in my emotes. Guys, I kind